If you could shop in the Metaverse, what would you buy? Well, an entire industry is being born right now to answer that question. Welcome to the Daily Forkast, November 17th, 2021. I'm Angie Lau, Editor-in-Chief of Forkast News, covering all things blockchain. Well, South Korea is swiftly emerging as a metaverse hub with TV home shopping companies GS Shop and Lotte Home Shopping among the latest to take the plunge into hawking digital wares. We're going to take a look at what shopping in the metaverse involves and a whole lot more coming up. Let's get you up to speed from Asia to the world. Well, let's kick off with some of the top stories coming out of Asia today. China's ban on crypto mining, not bad for business at all. Chinese Bitcoin mining hardware manufacturer Canaan's Q3 earnings show no sign of any setback from China's clampdown on the mining sector. The company reported a net income of just over 467 million Renminbi, or $72.5 million US dollars, compared to a net loss of $13.5 million in the same quarter last year. Now, going forward, CEO Nangeng Zhang said the latest policy moves in Kazakhstan will promote sustainable development of the cryptocurrency mining industry in the country, and that should be beneficial for Canaan's business development there. However, dark clouds could be on the horizon for the many crypto miners who have chosen Texas as a base, with local media saying questions have been raised as to whether the state's ERCOT power grid manager can handle the growing load. We're keeping a close watch on that development. Meanwhile, Chinese interest in the metaverse continues, with gaming giant NetEase the latest to get in on the act. In its Q3 earnings call, the company said it is technologically ready and claimed it will be one of the fastest runners in the metaverse space. NetEase saw a year-on-year increase in net revenue of 18.9%, with games responsible for over 70%, or almost $2.5 billion US dollars worth of those earnings. You can read more on those stories and a whole lot more at forecast.news. And not to be left out, South Korea's TV home shopping businesses are going all in on the metaverse as well. GS Shop has broadcast Korea's first ever metaverse home shopping experience. Meanwhile, several other networks are training meta human beings for the next level of TV home shopping. And that's not all. South Korea's capital city Seoul and another major city, Gwangju, have announced their full support for the metaverse industry. Shopping for a new economic strategy, anyone? Sounds like they're doing that right now in South Korea. Forecast News' Danny Park has more.
Televised home shopping once dominated South Korea. However, it has faced strong competition more recently. So could entering the metaverse be the answer? Some retailers certainly hope so. GS Shop's home shopping segment for a selection of gourmet nuts gave viewers a grand tour of Tree's factory via the metaverse, saying customers could then make purchases knowing that the products are made in the right environment. To create the experience, GS Shop visited the real factory and digitized every machine and piece of equipment so customers could view the production process closer up than if they'd actually visited. Meanwhile, Lotte Home Shopping is preparing to debut a virtual show hosted by Lucy, a 29-year-old model/design researcher metahuman. Lotte says that with Lucy, they are speeding up their metaverse business. And CJ OnStyle has collaborated with a virtual influencer named Roy to introduce a new line of fashion. And city governments are also getting in on the game, with Korea's capital city Seoul and Gwangju Metropolitan City both pledging to support the metaverse industry. Earlier this month, Seoul announced a 5-year plan to set up an ecosystem for the industry, while Gwangju City will blend metaverse technology into its 5 representative industries, including producing eco-friendly automobiles and hydrogen energy. For Forecast News, I'm Danny Park.
And now let's get you the latest on NFTs and how it's defining decentralized pop culture. It's what Duke Liu, executive chairman of Spores Network, a cross-chain DeFi-powered NFT marketplace, knows all about. Good to have you on the hot seat with us, Duke.
Thanks for having me, Angie.
Okay, first question. One of the hottest artists in the NFT universe, Beeple, sold his most recent project, Human One, for nearly $29 million. The sale included both an NFT and a sculpture, And so we're asking, is this going to be what people expect from NFTs from now on? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think about NFTs, a year and a half ago, you were thinking about memes and GIFs, and you're saying, what's so special about it? Is it a collectible? Isn't it completely fungible versus a non-fungible token? And so where you have Beeple, one of the stars of the scene, he's really thinking about bridging the physical and the digital more and more. So we already have instances where you can take your NFT and then bring it to a smart screen.
And that brings me to this question. Is this what we are going to see at one of the biggest international art fairs, Art Basel Miami? It's just around the corner. What's on your radar? Do you think NFTs are going to take over there?
Yeah, so the art market obviously is incredibly huge and integral to NFTs. We saw Art Basel, one of the bigger shows in the world. Art Basel Hong Kong drives the most revenue, but really Art Basel Miami is where the cool stands. So we're going to see a lot of activity by NFT groups and NFT artists during that weekend, and I'm looking at NFT Basel, BZL, as an event to watch during that week.
All right, no doubt you are going to be there. Always the inside look from you on NFT Insider, Duke Liu, Executive Chairman, Sports Network. Really appreciate that. Thanks. And that's the Daily Forecast from our vantage point right here in Asia. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that alert button because we always appreciate it. For more, visit forecast.news. I'm Editor-in-Chief Angie Lau. Until the next time.